When we last left off in the world of Tungra, our party members, Lunarion, Cora, Aralos, and Sprocket, made their way through the portal of Lizette's workshop to the heart of Serpent's embrace, to Slathka, the capital of the Yuan-Ti Empire. And here they stumbled upon the horns of sorrow, a grand funeral procession to honor the son of Sakar Zaltis Sadik, who was recently slain in a fight with the Whispers. And after the party decided to allow the majority of the funeral to proceed, Lunarion then disguised himself as Vesic, his grandfather and the former emperor of Serpent's embrace. And under this disguise, with the power of his mirror image, he made his way into the repass of Sark, the grand feast within the temple of the gilded Coil. Here, he revealed himself to not be the old man, but the boy. And after some convincing of the various houses, Lunarion revealed himself to be the key and the vessel of Zahir, sent back to bring the Yuan-Ti into their full truth. However, before he could claim this throne, he must undergo the ritual. Within his dreamlike state, as the blood of Seth entered into him, Lunarion was presented with a choice. And after proving that he now had the capacity to slay even a child, Seth appeared before him to test his conviction and his resolve. For this test is no mere ritual. It is to prove that you are who you say that you are. And the task of slaying a god is no mere feat. And when brought before one, how one reacts says more than what their words. And so after hearing that he had failed his test of conviction, that when presented with this God that he claimed to be false in front of him, Lunarion jumped and leapt at the visage of the god. As you jump through, your blade meets no flesh, as instantly the god before you begins to shatter. Not into blood, but into a pale mist. And as his forms dissolve into tendrils of smoke and gas that seem to curl around your arms and your body like a cold breath. And then you feel the world tilt as gravity appears to shift, and after a brief moment of falling, stone begins to rush and it meets your face as a memory hits you. You find yourself in a very familiar place. You've been here before, and you are not alone. This is the Blood Lake. From out of the shadows, it appears 5 individual Yuan-Ti assassins, their scales shimmering, their curved poison blades prepared. You remember this, the glint of red off of their daggers. And as they sort of fan out surrounding you, this feels like a memory from a long time ago. Yet, they do not attack. They wait. And just as you remember, a 6th, smaller figure walks out. The young assassin, the Yuan-Ti child, barely up to your waist, clad in the same dark clothing as the individuals that surround you, her small hands holding that weak-looking dagger. Yet she shows no fear, only the same cold, predatory focus as everyone else. And as she stops about 20 feet from you, you look out and you see a group of killers. Curved blades, watching, waiting, testing. You hear a voice in your head that says, "Your trial has begun." What do you do?
What could my trial possibly be? I've experienced this before, when I was at a much weaker state. You there, young one? Can you hear me?
She looks at you.
Do you truly wish to kill me, your Yuan-Ti brethren? Here and now.
You are a traitor. You are a traitor to Yuan-Ti and a criminal of House Zaltis.
Perhaps at one point in time in my life, I was a traitor. Deemed that without any of control of my own, marked a traitor. Done nothing of my own volition to deserve that title. But hear me. Yuan-Ti. Understand that Yuan-Ti are in a cursed form, yes. We all learn this at a young age. Recall your teachings, young one. You understand that we have been constantly pitted against one another. Recall your teachings, young one, and hear me. I could strike you down right now, you and your brethren, with ease. You are Yuan-Ti. You should be able to take one look at me and understand the might in my blood. But I tell you this, I have grander plans than those that currently lead Serpent's embrace. I will do what no king has ever done before me. I will do what no god would ever do for us. I will cleanse us of this curse. I will strengthen Serpent's embrace, and we will kill the gods that cursed us. You are young, but I need you to understand that your teachings were not wrong. There is a greater play here. We attack each other when we could attack the gods. What say you? Friend or foe?
As you sort of look around at the various assassins, your brothers and sisters sent here to kill you under what you understand to be false pretense, roll me a death save.
How do I roll a death save? I totally forgot.
Give me a d20.
7.
That is one fail. As they each leap at you and begin to strike and cut and attempt to kill you, what do you do?
I suppose the unfortunate part about this is not everyone can go to the promised land I claim to bring. And even still, I will not draw my weapon against my family. You are not my enemy. The gods are. You do not struggle in the same manner the boy did in the vision before. You wield courage to fight against the struggles that we all exist in our daily lives.
As
You
you
were
are
told to
talking,
be
one
here.
of the assassins jumps and they stab a dagger directly into your mouth. As it you feel your heart begin to pump fast as it is attempting to get the blood to the areas that you are profusely bleeding from.
Whoa.
And
I
as you
won't.
watch, as your
No.
brothers and sisters stab and stab and stab at your body,
No.
you fade. As you sort of are pulled out of this dreamlike state into a pure white forest. All around you, you see silver trees, the branches forming a canopy that filters the light of celestial bodies that you do not recognize. These are unfamiliar constellations, older than Tungra itself. Before you stands four tall figures and one very tall child, I would say. Not scaled, not monstrous. Elven, but their grace seems beyond mortality itself. Their skin like a pale starlight, with their hair flowing silver and white, draped in robes woven of the weave itself. They watch you with eyes white as snow. These are the Allura, the original form of the Yuan-Ti. The high elves touched by Sehanin before the curse and before Zahir. As they, in their bare feet, begin to sort of circle you within the silver grass, their eyes sort of glowing like a cat as sort of catches the light. The man speaks up. What is the truth of this world?
Truth of this world, you say? Ancestor. Suffering is the only truth in this world. Or perhaps unyielding love and ambition to fight against the suffering. That is my answer.
Then there is truth as he dissipates. The female steps forward, her face in a serene and merciless judgment. You wish to do this? And would you kill your own kin if they stood in your way? Would you kill those who love you to save those who do not?
Yes. Do believe in the believe that if I could produce works for the majority and save even one from their suffering that we are all bound by, and to anoint them with free will that we all should have been destined to wield freely, then anyone who gets in my way, truly gets in my way, that cannot be changed, that cannot be made to yield temporarily as I accomplish my goal, for all, for the sake of all, or perhaps for the sake of the one, I will take up arms against anyone who gets in the way of that dream. Anyone who gets in the way of liberation.
Then you are a weapon. As she disintegrates as well. The next male steps up, his voice heavy. To reset this world, you must ascend to godhood yourself. How are you sure you will not fall to their faults? Would you die nameless if it meant the gods died with you?
Lunarion was kind of like sort of hazy, like thinking about the last question, and he sort of tries to recall what he just said.
To reset this world, you must ascend to godhood yourself. How are you sure you will not fall to their faults? Would you die nameless if it meant the gods would die with you?
I will die nameless if it meant the gods died with me. But to my understanding, the universe requires a sentient orchestration layer. And I mean to take that seat after my wife bears my children and wields my blood as a bargaining chip against any who would choose to defecate on the New World Order. But even if I were to ascend to godhood and not be challenged, I am leaving contingency plans in the hands of one that I trust more than any other. There is still trust left in this world, and I will allow myself to remain vulnerable for one. For if I do get out of line, for time is infinite, then they shall strike me down, or perhaps take my place. And this administrative cycle is something that I mean to place my faith in. Else, yes, I will die, nameless, faceless, for the sake of the dream, for the sake of liberation.
Then you understand sacrifice, as he also fades away. As the last female approaches. And when you come into possession of the cradle, what world would you build?
I will build a world that you could return to with a smile on your face and a laugh in your heart, knowing that all have been liberated from the God's dominion, from the curse placed upon us, and from the petty whims of those that could do away with us at a moment's glance. I will build a world where children can laugh and use their free will to do whatever it is they pleased without the lingering thoughts in the back of their mind. What if the gods strike me down? What if I'm doing wrong? What if I'm doing too much of something or too little of another? But by their own will, they will forge a future for themselves and their families. Again, I will build a world to which all races are liberated of all curses. I don't mean to stop there. For if there are other universes, other planes of existences that suffer in the same manner that we do, then my sacrifice will carry on. For I am no one. I am nothing but will itself. And my will shall bring forth liberation for all.
Then your name will echo as she fades. And lastly, there just remains the child. As she slowly steps forward, she does not ask a question, but she makes a statement.
Your path is chosen.
Sorry, sorry. Your path is chosen. As she smiles a bit, but it is not a joyous smile. It's almost forced, as even behind these innocent eyes, she recognizes the path that must be laid forward to make this thing true. That everything here will need to be remade anew. And so there has some sorrow to this expression as you see the eyes begin to bleed this pure gold before she too crumbles. As you sit here within this glaive, what would you do?
I sort of just look up, and there's really only one thought that's running through his mind, as he's pretty convicted about the things that he said before, like his answers and even how he handled the previous trial. And he feels like a strong resolve, more than he's ever felt before, as he simply has like one simple thought: the Allura, they are so beautiful. And he sort of just repeats that in his head, as he sort of recants how they look, like their features and things like that, as he thinks to himself.
As you recall these features, you sort of look up and sort of take in and examine this with your keen mind. You close your eyes, and when you look back down, the forest burns away. And you see each of your allies standing within a large circle around you. Oralos with his eyes and crown of shadow. Amnes with his hammer trembling in his hand. Cora, who appears with gold glints behind her eyes. Bogran, palm outstretched with a flame, a light. Gog, silent, stone calm. Talani, meditating, his blades across his lap. Sprocket, who appears to be holding onto a coin, and Rise, the child, sort of standing off, aloof. Mace and York appear here as well, and out the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of Arrow. They are not attacking or talking. They are all appear to be waiting, almost afraid to speak. And as the silence begins to get very, very loud, you hear a voice that asks, if they stand between you and your purpose, will you cut them down?
I remember the day still when they chose me. What they saw, I'm not particularly certain. I've heard a strong will, fierceness in the eyes, fearlessness, strength, power. I've heard these things, but I couldn't possibly be certain why. I was allowed the privilege of being the captain of these men. But the same thing they saw, the wheel that holds it all together, I mean to use to accomplish my greatest goal of all, my only reason and purpose for living. I merely hope that when they face me again, they see that will, the very reason why they allowed themselves to be led by me, and they choose me again, and they choose me each day as I have chosen them, to be by them. If they don't, that is one thing, and I am prepared to let them go. But to fight against the great reckoning that is to come, to fight against change itself, I'm not sorry to say, yes, I will strike even those that I care about down the most for the greater good of those throughout the world.
No matter the answer, this plants like a blade within your own chest to utter these words. I need you to roll me 2 death saves.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, they were both 15s.
Yep, that's cool. 2 saves. As they one by one each fade from your view, you do take care to notice that there are 2 individuals that are lit up within the circle, Cora and Aralos. But whatever your answer, defiance here, acceptance, does not matter as it all melts away. It doesn't shatter or burn, it dissolves. And then you find yourself standing within a cozy home. The air is warm. You smell baking bread and polished wood, and a fire crackles in a stone hearth, casting a soft amber light throughout the house. Through an open window, you hear the metallic ringing of wind chimes. And she is also here. Not a specter, not a memory. Your wife, Hala. And she looks at you with that Soft smile, the one that you remember, the one that predates all of this, the one that even within the slums of the mines as slaves would bring you to a place as extravagant as this within that moment. And beside her, sort of half hidden within the folds of her dress, is a child. A little girl, maybe 5 years old, as she sort of steps out and you see that she has your eyes. Her hair is fine and white as snow, and she looks at you not with fear that everybody else looks at you with, but with a simple, profound curiosity because she doesn't know what you are. She just knows that you are hers. This is the life that you sacrificed, the future that you burned to walk this path. As the girl lets go of her mother's hand and takes a small step towards you, she reaches out with her small fingers uncurling.
Lunarion wants to.
She offers to, sorry, I got a phone call, offering to take your hand. The one that you hold the lance in, the calloused, stained hand, not stained with blood, but by the decisions that you've been forced to make. No voice speaks, but a single truth sort of settles within this room that is as heavy as the burden that you weigh on your back every day. This is the price. To walk the path of ascension is to bury the world that you could have had. To live like a god is to forego the joys of mortality, the finality, the beauty of a child or of a loved one. And those moments, as your heart begins to pound, your fingers sort of tremble and begin to sweat, as you have a choice to make.
I don't. Hala, can you hear me, please?
Yes, what's wrong? Why are you acting all weird?
You're right. You're right. I have but one question. Child. Please leave my hand alone. You can't touch that because see, there's dirt on it, and I don't want to dirty your clothes, but Hala, when you see me, am I the same man that you saw when you fell in love?
Yes, silly, what's wrong? Here, I have some bread ready. Are you hungry?
I'm not hungry. But as he looks down at the child and sort of looks at the child's hair and ears and forehead and cheeks, I have to go get something in the yard. See, out front, I think that I left something, and I need to go get it for a game that we'll play when I return. And when I play the game, we'll have a good laugh like we used to. And I think that And I think that if you win the game, you can have whatever you want. That goes for the both of you. Whoever wins gets whatever you want. But if I win, then if I win the game, then perhaps I'll be back, and I'll go and get the thing that I need for us to play our game. Are you excited?
Wait, you said you were gonna teach me how to play dragon chess today.
But of course I'll teach you. I'll teach you, but for now, young one, we'll play another game. A better game. We'll play a game where there's pieces on the board that I'll carve. You see, and in this game, there's no losers. When you lose pieces, you see they return. And as they come back, you can have more pieces. See, if my pieces fall, then you could take those pieces and bring them back and place them on the board, and we can continue to play our game. But the way that you win is you collect all of the pieces by taking other pieces. And when you do, you make a choice on whether you want those pieces to remain on the board or you want them to disappear. And if you choose to keep all the pieces on the board, then you win. It's a very stupid game. No one taught me the game, but I think that I'm being forced to learn it. But I think that you would enjoy it, and I would too. And really, the game is for you. It's for the next generation because chance isn't something that will always exist. But I'm holding it here for you. I'm holding it here because if I let go of the chance, then I will go and get the pieces, and I will carve the wood and create the pieces for the board. Just stay here with mommy and just help mommy cook a bit. I heard that mommy wants to make us some breakfast, so that'll be good. So wait right here, okay? I'll be back.
Can I come with you?
No, not this time. This time, if I get the pieces, you see, and if I get the pieces, there could be danger there. And while I could protect you, I don't really want you to see that. I don't want you to see things die. You see, because I would have to hurt the creature. But you won't have to. I will hurt the creature, so you won't have to. So I need you to listen and stay here with mommy so that I can hurt the creatures. All of the creatures throughout all of the mini forest. So you will never have to.
But if you win this game, you'll have to give me up, Dad. Because you'll be a god and I'll never exist.
I don't know if I waver sometimes when I imagine the future. I do with your mother, and I never considered children, but perhaps I was thinking too small in the moment. I could never give you up. But the important thing as a father and as a brother and as a friend is sometimes you have to make the sacrifice for others to not only be happy, for them to not be impeded by obstacles along their course of life, to grant them the opportunity and the luxury to make decisions that will be the sacrifice for everyone, so that everyone could have joy. and knowing that their decisions matter. I don't know why we were made. So I will forge that answer myself. Stay here with mommy. I will see you again.
As you sort of like move away, your hands sort of like clasping together, she sort of grips onto him till the last moment before you pull away and you step outside of the door. I need you to roll me 3 consecutive death saves. So let's do them one by one. See how this goes. That is a pass. Oh, that was a 4. Okay, 4, 12, 17. Nice. As this, you sort of like step out into this world, sort of dissolves around you. Until you're left in the absolute suffocating cold, an infinite void. From the darkness, you hear heavy links. Ting, ting, smashing against the walls and scraping against the ground. The sound of scratching ice and crushing snow slithers towards you as a figure appears out of the void, one that does not need any introduction or entrance. The darkness itself just sort of simply falls off and recedes away from him, almost bending to his will. He is, even in this form, both immaculate and regal. It is Asmodeus. As he looks upon you with a bit of a profound appreciation, as if he's watching this complex machine finally break down. You are not weak, Lunarion. You are Tungren. And Tungrens break.
Is this all you're doing, Asmodeus? Did you create these trials for me specifically, or is this like a game for you?
Oh no. You have passed your trial. I simply wanted to pay you a visit before you wake up.
Do you know what I mean to do, Asmodeus?
Why, you mean to complete our deal, I hope, right? To kill Vesic and Kethend? And that little IOU, right?
Certainly. Certainly.
Or is it your little plan to become the next god?
What do you think about it? If I become the next god, do you favor that idea?
Do you see yourself as the next Daemon? He attempted to become a god, and the power itself corrupted him, forcing him into this slumber. Your mortal body cannot wield that. The rings themselves break you down.
Surely, you recognize the difference between Damon and I. Surely I don't have to make that clear to you.
Yes. Damon refused my deal, whereas you have accepted my power, which has granted you something that he was never able to achieve.
That's right. I have you. So no, I don't believe I will fall like Damon once did. I believe I have the will and the hunger to ascend and to take care of my goal. I will send guards to you. Many guards.
And what will you do of the non-believers?
The non-believers in the truth that you allowed me to understand? Well,
Yes. I mean, you've come home, banished son of Vesic, to reclaim your crown, and you think that this will just go smoothly. No, I've been watching Tungra for some time now, and, oh, as you are all my children, you tend to get a bit restless. Particularly you lot. No, it will not be easy. It's just assembling the houses. There will be infighting, of course. Not that I think about it. Unless you had something that can truly bind them. Something far beyond the crown that which you seek. No, I speak of a power far greater. Something to restore.
something to restore. Restore what? In Serpent's embrace? In Tungra?
That ring that I gave you oh so long ago. Have you ever wondered why it is so weak compared to the others?
No. I've never considered how weak it was. Because I've never fallen to a foe long enough to find out that I was weak to begin with.
Yes. Well, that may be true. I offer you something.
Is this
I will
contract
unlock
bound
it
as
for
well?
you.
You will unlock the ring. Well, what do you wish to have now? What is it? You have everything else. Is this another contract? Yes.
It is not a contract. It is a formality, if you will. This ring is connected to the soul of every Tungran. This power that you wield gives you control over the pathways between life and death itself. All those that die here that pass on to my realm are bound between that little thing on your finger. So, in a sense, this will give you a key into hell of sorts. Abilities to communicate with some loved ones and perhaps save the souls of some others.
So, wait a moment, Asmodeus. Are you saying that I could cleanse my people of the curse on their soul? I could return us to become the Allura again. Is that what you're saying?
As the former Ark, I am quite privy to one such ritual that could remove this curse placed upon you. But not in this state, as you see, as he sort of moves his tail and you see the large chains placed upon him.
Then what do you need? Because that would make everything much easier. If I could transform everyone back to the Allura, I will certainly earn everyone's trust. But are you saying I must free you first? And if so, I do believe that that is a fair trade. So what do you need from me?
Give me everything. Your soul, your pain, your purpose. Give me the pieces. And you will rise not as a servant, but as a Coil, the king of serpents. Allow my power to flow through you, so that we may free our blood together.
Would this also free my family?
It will give you the power to free them.
And about my goal to slay the gods, I am here on behalf of Aralos of my party as well, to free Sehanin. Would you put pause to me killing her? Will you get in my way?
Oh, oh no. In fact, I've tried to kill her a few times. Best I can do is trap her. Plus, if you ask me, sealing her is much better. I found that killing these deities tends to draw the wrath of big old Gavriel there. But if you seal them away, it tends to allow him to look away. Doesn't cause much commotion.
Will you teach me how to seal a god?
Well, you will need a god sealing sword.
Do you know where to find one?
Yes, my old weapon, reforged by Sarah herself. The blade of the first Ark, now known as the Shade Gleam Sword.
And could I also use this sword to kill a god?
Does the name Samael mean anything to you, my child?
Samael. I believe I read about Samael in your book. But besides that, no.
To kill a god is to erase him from memory and to destroy all of their followers. It is the only way. Or to at least make them forget that that god exists. This weapon, molded and forged within the web of fate itself, will pluck the memory of anyone, of any name that it touches.
You can have everything. But please, remove your contract with the young one. You won't be needing him with all that I'll be able to give you.
I wish I could, but These contracts are binding, courtesy of Samael himself. But a deal is a deal. As you feel a rush of energy surge into you, as you watch as the chains begin to fall, as Asmodeus turns into a mysterious aura that absorbs into your body. And you have unlocked your new form. It is the Yuanti Anathema, the large monstrosity, the vessel of Asmodeus. And as this vision begins to fade, you awake atop the Grand Ziggurat as you see members of House Zaltis surrounding the body of Sakar, crying as you have awoken and you have passed the Serpent house ritual. Arise, Coil King. Cora, Aralos, Sprocket, you guys all look out as you watch as the once ritualistic, um, once the ritual begins to sort of unfurl into a bit of chaos as members begin to swirl around the bodies of Sakar. As you watch as from a distance, you can see Lunarion begins to stand up.
Lunarion just like slowly. I don't know if you need me to respond, but Lunarion is just slowly like getting up, almost like not like Undertaker, but like his like cloak is sort of like falling about his sides. As the left like color in his eye was like red previously from like his patron, but it's like now just his regular eye color is like gold, like the other one. As he sort of looks out and looks around, and he looks at the leaders of the other houses, awaiting a response.
As you watch and you see as Vasira Rassi's eyes light up as she says, "Let's all kneel, for the coil has returned to us. Blood of the serpent, breaker of fate, chosen of Zahir, the coil king, Lunarion." As the serpents begin to all look and they let out a ceremonial hiss as the arch preceptor steps forward. He brings an obsidian blade that he pulls out of his robe, and he gestures for you to present your palm.
As Lunarion sort of looks out at the crowd, but like he extends his palm to the preceptor on the side, not looking at it at all. He's just looking at the people.
As he cuts your palm, and you watch as your once red blood now oozes a green glow. He is chosen. The Yuan-Ti now bow as some begin to audibly worship, some in fear, some in just out of just instinct, as you see within the poison flows of the ziggurat, through your eyes, the spirits of your ancestors begin to gather. And as your ring begins to glow, I will update it on your character sheet. But one of your abilities you watch as the spirits of all of your family members appear around you. You can hear their voices. You can see the souls of every living Tungran around you. As Vasudarasis appears from behind with a serpentine crown. As she approaches and she gestures for you to she puts it above your head, but you're a bit taller, so you sort of kneel down. As she places it on your head. Rise, my Coil King. As the Archpreceptor turns and he says, All hail Lunarion, Coil King, Fang of the first Serpent, rightful Lord of Serpent's Embrace, and leader of the Yuan Ti. Now, King, you must complete the rite.
My wife will wait. I have a more important announcement to make. Please, stand still there. As he sort of looks at the other leaders. You leaders of the other houses, sound the alarms, ring the bells, whatever you must do. I need every living, breathing Yuan Ti in Serpent's Embrace here. Now.
As the horns begin to ring, and you watch as a procession of slaves and Yuan Ti begin to make their way up to the ziggurat. It will take some time to move the allotment of this city. So while they are gathering up everyone, how do you spend the time?
Oh no, he's just gonna start talking, and he wants what his words are to sort of be like whispers amongst the group, so that those that are starting to join will start to hear from others around the part from around the area. So he's gonna proceed.
Okay.
Hear me, my Yuan Ti brothers and sisters, those alive, and though you all may not see it with your eyes, those who are beyond us now. From the day we drew breath, we were told our forms were a curse. That the gods branded us as serpents for our defiance, for daring to seek truth beyond their walls of light. We were told that no mortal could lift this mark, that our bodies were proof of divine judgment. As he looks to the other leaders of the other houses, kings have tried, prophets have prayed. Gods have sworn deliverance. None have succeeded. As he faces the people, as more people starts to crowd about, and there's whispers around, and people sort of trying to figure out what exactly this announcement is going to lead to. But I am not a king born of prayer, nor a god born of deceit. No. Look upon me. I am the vessel of Zahir, the harbinger of change, the heir to the power that even the gods fear to touch. And by that power, by my will alone, as he looks around and he looks at the leaders, and he looks out and he tries to find his party members, but to no avail, as he sort of looks around and...
Oh, no, you detect them. You can see their soul
Okay, cool. I can see them. Okay, perfect. So he can see them. By my will alone, I shall break this curse that has bound us for 1,000 generations. As people start to make noise, like, you know, almost like in shock, and I'm assuming the leaders are sort of like moved by this as well. As he continues, no god before me has done this. No king before me has dared. Where divinity has failed, mortal blood shall triumph. By my veins runs the strength to defy creation itself. And through that defiance, I shall set us all free. As he's sort of playing it up a little bit, and he sort of starts to walk out towards the crowd. He looks to the leaders of House Corthan. Sound the call to every corner of Serpent's embrace once more. Let no soul remain ignorant of this day. Those who wish to remain in their serpentine form descend to the base of the ziggurat. But those who seek renewal ascend with me and bear witness. As he sort of looks back again, leaders of House Corthan, I need you. As he's sort of getting shortness of breath, as his excitement is riling up, and like his like almost like this like, I guess excitement is the word. Like his hands are sort of trembling a little bit as they sort of get still. Lift the fog that has hidden us from the sky. Let the stars see what the gods have denied them for ages. A people reborn. As he almost concludes, today, the scales that bound us will fall away. Today, you will feel the air of freedom on skin unmarked by divine spite. Today, you will see with mortal eyes the dawn denied to us. I say again, no god freed you. As he looks around, no king before me has saved you. Always remember what has transpired here. I freed you. I broke the curse. And I give you back Allura. Raise your heads, my people. For the age of false divinity ends tonight. Prepare yourselves for liberation. Prepare yourselves for renewal. And prepare yourself for the war against the lie. As he turns around and goes to the altar to prepare the ritual.
Okay. And as you've been doing this and as you look around, you can see this, like, literally as you were talking to like House Corthan, the dead and past members of House Corthan appear as specters around them. As you go to the top of the ziggurat beneath the great green eye, that as you look upon it now, no longer glows. And as you look up into the sky, the clouds appear to clear for a moment. As you look and you can see the sun now passes directly in line with the big blue. It is an eclipse. As you raise the ring within the air, I need you to roll me a D100.
84.
Okay. As about 16% of the Yuan-Ti go back down, mainly a lot of the more brutish and, slave drivers, the fighters, and some of the people that just don't understand what's going on, and some of those that were not able to make it up. But as others begin to crowd around at the top of the ziggurat, there are more people here at this point now than have ever been at the top for any event in Yuan-Ti history. As you lift your ring and you begin to absorb the Zahirian essence of the Yuan-Tis around you, relinquishing the curse from their souls. And as you begin to do this, you feel a huge strain upon your life force. In order to complete this ritual, you will need to relinquish your tough feet.
He proceeds.
As you feel your very life force being drained from you, as the soul ring sucks away at the essence of you being absorbed as you take in more of the maw, as it eats away at your very life force. It's almost like a flash of lightning that blinds the entire top of the ziggurat, as in a brief moment, a white blinding light appears. And as you look about at everyone for a moment, nothing happens. I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
That's a 19 on perception.
6.
I don't think Tron's here. Okay, yeah, Lunarion, you would see it first as the scales begin to fade away from the Yuan-Ti around you. And underneath, Tron got it down one. underneath the skin, you see his piercing white light appears, almost a magical weave-like essence. As the Yuan-Ti begin to lose their cursed form, as around you, the beauty of the Allura appear. Do you change yourself as well?
He waits until everyone else is done changing, and then he proceeds to change himself as well.
as people begin to look at themselves and like watch as this curse that they bear, this mark of sin that they have worn all their lives, is suddenly washed away. We'll make your allure form later, but I'll put that token there for now. As all of you see, as all of these Yuan-Ti now have dropped their serpentine forms and appear like pure, white, beautiful elves. Aralos, you will recognize them from many of the books and and glyphs within Singhorn that depict the Moonweaver and Sayanim when she was first here.
So I would recognize all the people that they just turned into as the elves that I saw in all the depictions.
Yes.
Okay. And do these look different? Because I look different personally, but do these look different than the elves that I normally am around?
Yes, they are about a foot taller. So they stand at about
Okay.
7 feet on average.
Okay. As well as he kind of like looks around, he's like, he's kind of dumbfounded a little bit. As he I use my disguise self to change myself into whatever they're turning into.
Okay.
I don't want to be the I don't be the only UNC left. I don't be the only UNC left. But that'd be kind of dumb as shit, right?
All right, as Aralos, you guys, Core, Sprocket, you guys watch as Aralos quickly like cast this like bathes himself in shadow, and then he appears out as one of these taller elves, Allura elves.
Yeah. So now I'm that. But like I look like me, but just like whatever needs to be different to be them.
For sure. I want to see everybody's Allura form without a doubt. Like I gotta see.
I bet.
All right. And as they've all changed, you watch as people begin to cry out in worship as they sing the name of Lunarion, the king that restores. Lunarion, the king that returns. Lunarion, the blood of Zahir. Lunarion. And go ahead. I mean, as they look around, they're basically essentially waiting for you to claim a wife, as women are like throwing themselves at you at this point.
I stand on the precipice of godhood, my brothers and sisters. Who has freed you? As he has like a call to response. Who has freed you?
Lunarion!
Who has saved you?
Lunarion!
As he looks out and he turns around to the house leaders and he asks the same question. Who has freed you, brothers and sisters?
As they are like stunned, like looking at their hands, the three men fall flat on their face as they say, "You are the chosen. Lunarion, you have restored us." As Vasira looks at you and she says, "House Rassis has always been loyal to House Vesic. How to be honored to be your consort."
House Rassis will always have favor in my heart. You shall become a consort, but not my first. I am sorry. Do you forgive me? As he sort of leans in and like walks up to her and like kisses her hand and says, do you forgive me, my freed sister?
As you wish. As she bows down with the rest of them.
As he turns around and he walks back to the podium, as he looks out to Cora, and he sort of ushers her to like come here, like with his hand, like come forth.
Okay. As she kind of like takes 8 steps, because she still is so shocked by everything that's going on, and she makes her way up to Lunarion.
And as Lunarion turns around and faces the leaders as they bow and says, "This is my party member. She is close to me. She has kept me comfort for many a days. She is of elven blood. You will treat her like you treat me. Do you forgive me?"
Yes, of course. Nothing to forgive.
I very much appreciate you all. We are freed people now, Alora. We are free. As he turns around and he walks up to Cora. Cora, how do you feel?
Stunned, befuddled, shocked, amazed, enamored. Sorry, you probably was looking for one word answers. Could I give you like 8?
Do you favor my new appearance? Much at all?
Hmm. I think you look great, Lunarion. It feels like maybe this is the true you, and I'm happy to see it. Are you happy with this form of yourself?
I don't think I'm deserving of happiness. Cora,
Oh,
do you understand
oh,
why you are standing here before me now?
no, I honestly I don't. Why am I standing here before you?
Cora, let me speak plainly.
Okay.
I need you to look at me in my eyes as I say this to you. For I will say this but once.
Okay.
Cora, my life has been a chain of choices made for me. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yes, I sense a little similarities between that yours and mine's in a way.
Chained by gods, by devils, by slavers, by men who thought my will was theirs to command. I was born into a prison called life, Cora, and every bar, every lock was hammered in by powers above. And as I know you know very well, by monsters below. And fear shackled me. And unfortunately, fate steered me. As he sort of looks around, and he looks back at Cora. Look around you, Cora. No more. I say no more. Since the moment I returned to Serpent's embrace, I swore I would not drift in doubt or be wielded like a weapon by others any longer. In the quiet of my own mind, behind all the mirrors that show me my failures and my weaknesses, I found a single, unbroken truth. I will fight for myself, for this city, for this country, for Tungra. As long as I still draw breath, Cora, and my heart still burns, look at me. I will not be used by gods or devils ever again. Now look around you. I stand as king of Serpent's embrace. On the soil, the very same soil where I left my soul behind. Our dream is no longer a distant fantasy, Cora. It is within our reach. To tear down the tyrants above, to break the curses strangling this world, and to free mortals from the cruel whims of gods and devils alike. But Cora, this is the most important part, the most important piece of the puzzle right here, right now. But the King of Serpent's embrace does not, cannot rule alone. He must have a queen. Now, before you speak, I wish to speak on you for a moment.
Okay.
Cora, to be fair, I have always watched you from the moment I met you. The sharpness of your gaze, the softness of your voice, the way your eyes build walls to hide the fire that truly lies dormant in your heart. And unfortunately, you live solely for others. And I can tell that you carry wounds no prayer has ever healed. You fight for your ideals even when the world spits in your face. And when righteousness is not enough, you do what others are too afraid to do to see justice done. I know I place you under a harsh light right now, and I apologize for that, but I will never apologize for trusting you. For I see you, Cora. I have always seen you. I know where your heart leans. I know whom you love, and I do not ask you to kill that love for me. This is not a plea for romance, Cora. I need you to understand it is a call to purpose. For the sake of your dream, your true dream right now, to bring the gods down and free this world, I offer you more than words. Look around, Cora. I offer you an army. I offer you a nation. I offer you a chance to reshape Tungra itself. And so I ask, marry me. And together we will wield Serpent's embrace as a blade against the heavens. One great step forward for every Tungran, young and old, living and dead, forgotten and bound. Right now, Cora, do not think of anyone else. Not the guards, not your allies, not even me. Cora, look inward and ask yourself, what will Cora do to see her goal fulfilled? Deliberate with no man, no woman, only the voice inside of you. Stand with me, Cora, and we will reap the gods together and cleanse this world. But right here, right now, as Lunarion gets down on both knees, as custom, Cora, as he puts both hands in front of him and he bows, will you marry me?
Marry you? You're definitely are putting me in a big spotlight right now, Lunarion. I always thought, at least recently, I thought I would be marrying like Annis, after I finally realized I felt about him. And I still want to be with him. And I see that you said things that allude that I maybe still can be happy with him. And my dream is to slay the gods. I want to break the chain that holds this world in this endless loop. I want all of that. So I never thought I'd be ever put in a position like that. I know my father gave me the opportunity, and I turned it down last second. I didn't have the strength to unsheath that sword. He was willing to let me wield for the whole nation of Durnforge. But I won't make that mistake twice. I see the power you have, Lunarion. I see the change that you did. It's a miraculous thing. For all these people, you uncursed them from a curse that he was bounded by for eons and eons. And now you have a nation A nation who's willing to do anything you want, the thing who they're willing to fight for your goal. And since you try to align with me, align with my goal in slaying the gods, each one of them. So, you're gonna have to talk about the details later. But right now, yes, I'll marry you.
As Lunarion looks up with sort of like a shocked, like a surprised look, but for the first time, for whatever reason, when he
Can I
looks
roll
at
it?
Cora, there's a hint of like she's actually really beautiful right now.
Can Aralos hear any of this or no? Or are they too far away?
Roll a perception check. Yeah, you're pretty
That is a
perceptive.
27.
I
27, right? Does that?
Yeah, you're
do I
pretty
hear?
perceptive. You can make it out.
Okay. Aralos hearing this. How far away am I from them? Like, am I like one ziggurat down, or am I like 2 ziggurats
Nah,
down?
you about 30 feet away, but like there are like a lot of people between y'all.
Aralos kind of like kind of throws his hands up in there. He's like, "What the entire fuck?" He's disappointed in Core. He's disappointed.
Lunarion, I heard your reason why you wanted to kill the gods and what you seek to be. Do you mind hearing mine?
Of course, my wife. I'm open to hearing anything that leaves your lips. As he starts to stand up and hold her hands in front of him.
Right. Right. Why do I want to kill the gods? Because I want the world, I believe this world needs a reset, a clean slate. For too long, we lived under the illusion that divinity is salvation. People knelt, people prayed, they begged for mercy from beings to see us. I believe as pawns on the golden chessboard. They give us blessings at dawn and snatch them away at dusk. The moment they feel like entertainment to them, or you just break one little vow, one little prayer of what they believe you should always follow to a T. And but I say no more. No one should have to look to the sky for guidance in a world like this. Instead, I want everyone actually kind of turns to the Alorians and everything. I want you to look beside you, to your left, to your right, behind you. You see people, mortals, who can fight, struggle, and rise together. We can build trust in one another. I believe it. I I believe the truth is if we kill the gods and reset the world, that is the truth that we should go by. The goal we should follow. That killing the gods will, sure, it may bring chaos in the beginning, that people will lose their faith, their sense of purpose of living, their hope. But I will bear that pain. I will shoulder their anger, their confusion, their hate, all of it. Even if the world has shunned me from birth, this very moment, I will still save it. I will bring salvation to this endless loop Tungra has always been trapped in. You said you wanted to be the symbol of change. I want to be a beacon of its hope, the symbol that lights the way into a new era, one without divinity. For the first time in my life, I feel purpose, not as a human, not as an elf, not as a Gaussian, but as a mortal, one who dares to believe we, the people of Tungra, can become. This sash, as she shows him the sash, everybody's sash, at my belt bears the names of the gods, the absolutes. You, Lunarion, and I, we are the certainties. The ones you see right here before you, who pledge your allegiance to you, are the certainties. But a certainty may change. Every god we slay breaks another link of that chain that binds us to this world, to this endless loop. Every every divinity that will fall but through our sword, through our blade, through our bow, will bring us closer and closer to freedom. Humanity will finally see its full, unshackled potential, not because God's willed it, but because we chose it. Our role will not be easy. It might not be peaceful, but I believe we can take that step, that next great step of progress. And I want to be that spark of progress. I want you to be the spark of progress. I want everyone in this room to be that spark of progress, that flicker of hope that defies the absolute. I will accept any hand that reaches towards our cause. Any soul who's dared to stand against divinity, I would love to have by my side. And that is my answer. That's why I want to kill the gods. Captain, no, not Captain, not Lunarion. My husband, Lunarion.
As Lunarion starts to get like really, he started to get extremely like excited and proud, you know, more than halfway through. And as she finishes, he sort of like takes her into his embrace and like holds her really, really tight and hugs her really, really strong as he says, "I am so proud of you, Cora, for choosing Cora. And no reason for wanting to kill the gods. It's so you. It's so beautiful, Cora. I will give you that. I love you, Cora. I do."
Uh, uh, wow, I was expecting those words. I appreciate that so much. One day, I hope to grow and say those words with confidence with a smile on my face that said, I love you too, Lunarion. But right now,
I
I
know.
think you already know who takes
I know.
most of it.
And so he sort of like pushes her, not push her, but like, you know, leans her forward and goes to the side and takes her hand. And then he lifts up her hand and he says, "Alora, you have your queen, Cora. The crown."
As the High Preceptor stands up and approaches with the crown, Lunarion, he hands it to you to place it upon Cora's head.
As he looks closer, like he gets really close to her face as he puts the crown on her head.
Now this will form a bond between your souls, a bond between your destinies, and a bond between your life. As one of you goes, so shall the other. That is the way. Any pacts that you may have will also be shared. Any deals you have made will be binded between both of you.
We accept.
Yes, we accept.
All right. As he holds both of your wrists and he watches a faint serpent tattoo forms on your forearms or your wrists, however you would like them placed, and the soul bond is formed. As the crowns begin to dissolve into your skin, and you have like this band across your forehead with the symbol of House Lunarion, whatever that will be, in the center of your forehead, similar to like Neji with his swastika. Or sorry, I can't say that on YouTube. With his thing on his on his forehead. And you guys have completed the ritual as people begin to part ways for you, and make a place for you to go down to go back to the feast that a lot of people worked very hard this week to prepare. So somebody got to eat that food since the repast was canceled.
Gotcha. As we make our way down, he sort of looks at Aralos as he peers with his gaze, and he sort of does that like come to. And so he sort of ushers for Aralos to follow, as I'm sure the house leaders are following as well.
Aralos follows at a distance. He doesn't follow with him. He follows at a distance. He does not want to be associated with this. He does not like what he just heard.
And so Lunarion is going to use his newfound powers to put a message inside of Aralos' soul to let him know. No, I'm just playing.
I'm about to say, bro,
Actually, you
this
can
is crazy.
you can
I have the mind ring, by the way, where I can prevent shit like this, bro. I don't want this nigga talking to me in my head. Nigga, what the fuck?
Okay, sorry, no, that is only
Stop
for the.
that.
So your new powers, you have Soul Dominion, which you hold dominion to not control souls, but to shepherd, heal, and guide them. You can see the soul flame of any living or undead creature within 60 feet, sensing its strength, wounds, and emotional state. You can also speak with any departed spirit or echo of consciousness, is similar to like a speak with dead, but you can cast it at will. And it also does not require a body. And then you can also, when someone dies within 30 feet, you can shelter their soul within the ring. Souls within it are in a safe, dreamlike state.
Understood. And so he sort of,
You
so he
also have
watches
an
as Aralos.
ability, the last one I'll tell you in session here, called Raise Echo of the Departed, which you may call upon a lost soul to aid you in life. This specter remains until you cast the spell again, and this may call forth any Tungran from the afterlife.
You're
The
the most
specter remains
broken
until
nigga
it
of
is
all time.
recast.
Nothing he said is combat related. Like absolutely nothing he
You
said is
have a
combat related.
specter that can fight with you of any Tungaran that ever existed.
Okay, I didn't know he said that. Okay, okay, I didn't. That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough.
You
But
can
we'll
literally
get to that
just
later.
call my dad and have him just
we'll
fight
get
against you with 1,000 Norks. You can call back fucking Ungi.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck? That's the most broken thing of all time.
He cannot compel them to do anything. It does not compel. He
He
has the
just
bridge.
summons them back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not combat related. Like, leaders of Serpent's Embrace, gather the 1,000 orcs. I must show Aralos something. Nah, that's crazy, bro.
I'm
But
not gonna
anyways,
lie to you, bro. That would have been crazy.
yeah, we
Aralos might have just killed you, bro. Like he might have
Yeah,
tried to fight you.
Oh, the
But there's
last skill that I'll talk about is soul reforging. So it's the lineage restoration. And that's the ritual that you all saw, but you do maintain this ability. You may reshape a creature's true ancestry. It does require you to spend 2 HP per soul or a willing sacrifice.
I just hope that my ring also gets a buff like this. You know, that's all I'm asking, bro. Just any type of buff, similar. You know what I mean?
give
Like-
me anything, DM.
Like,
anything.
bro, like this making just sense and control souls. I can't. Fair enough. No, fair enough. But yeah, Aralos hears this conversation and he kind of just like he's slightly disgusted by it. He's not having a good time as he
Follows from a
Yeah.
distance, yeah.
yeah he's going to where you guys are going, but he doesn't want to be associated with you guys right now.
All right, as you guys are marching down, you hear the what would you call it? The court and the people chanting 2 hearts, 2 souls, 1 destiny. 2 hearts, 2 souls, 1 destiny. What one loses, the other bleeds. What one becomes, the other bears. As they take you all down to gather to eat within the halls, and you guys can do this as you guys are sort of presented, at the table. The court sits amongst you, and they look about as you look out, and the visage of the high preceptor calls out. He says, "What would be your title, King? The Coil King seems a bit outdated given our recent ascension."
I have a question for you before I answer. How do you feel, Allura?
I feel as all Allura do. We feel amazing. I feel what we all feel.
I'm so pleased to hear that, sir. And he looks around. Are the other leaders of the houses here?
Yes.
Okay. As he says, please, I want you all to remain seated as he sort of stands up and he goes to sort of deliver a toast.
As you say that, you watch as every single Aloran within the room sits down, even those outside of earshot.
As he stands up, you have all seen and bore witness to my power. And prayerfully, well, perhaps it's a bit of an oxymoron, but I do hope that you all will forgive me for my inadequacies in taking so long to be able to free you all. Please, do you forgive me, your king?
We forgive you, King. We forgive you. We forgive you. Nothing to forgive, King. Nothing at all. You have returned to us.
I'm so
forgive
you. Sprocket.
Hey,
I'm
Russell,
so-
question. How different does my normal form look from how they look now?
You look about the same. Your hair is white though. Your eyes appear like very white, and you're a little bit shorter. Because you can only kind of get within a certain amount of feet. So you're about 6'10". So you're a bit on the shorter side for one of the Allurans. But you're also
Okay.
very handsome. Like your jaw's very chiseled, nose very skinny, ears are more pointed and longer, and like your body features are also more elongated. So, your hands are almost like weirdly big compared to like they don't feel like they should fit your body, and that's like one feature that they have.
So if I was to like revert back to my normal state, it'd be noticeable.
Yeah, you'd be the only black person in here.
Duh, I'm fucking idiot for that. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. I'm just keep my own.
All right.
I'm keep
As
my own.
as I thought you was asking that so you could be like, yeah, Aralos wants to roll to pull the girl next to him. He wants to try to bag her with a silver tongue. Like, dude,
Nah, hell no, hell no.
ain't no way, bro. It's like breaking a
back
chain
to
in the
his.
Scooby Doo movie.
No, Russell gonna revert back to his normal state. But yeah,
so
he's gonna move around, but like keeping an eye on Core and like Lunarion, because he doesn't. Yeah.
okay, good luck with moving around. So Lunarion
Good
sort of
luck with
goes
moving
on to
around. What?
Lunarion goes to say, I appreciate your forgiveness, my sons and daughters, my brethren, my sisters. There will be some changes in Serpent's Embrace going forward. I hope that you all understand that it is imperative, as we are new beings now, we will represent new ideals. As he looks around, I would really appreciate it if I received a response from someone in the room to let me know you are listening.
We are listening.
I am so very grateful for your ears. As he looks at Cora and he looks at everyone in the room, he scans the room and he says, no more will there be 4 houses or 5 or any more number than that. Under a single banner, Serpent's Embrace shall be remade into the House of One. The 4 or 5 houses will dissolve, their rivalries buried beneath a new order, united in purpose. The throne shall not bear a name, for I am Lunarion. You asked, Preceptor, what my name would be. I would be the nameless king. Unseen, yet ever present. The voice of a forgotten age and the herald of the next. Succession shall change as well, as my blood shall anchor this order. My lineage, chosen not for dominion, but for guardianship. For through us, myself, my children, flows the dormant power of Zahir's great recycle even still, the divine mechanism of renewal. We will not wield it as conquerors, but as stewards. I'm pleased to know you understand what I mean. Holding the power to unmake and remake the world, yet using it only when the balance itself demands it. I reiterate as he looks around. Under the house of one, free will shall endure, and prejudice shall perish, and unity will stretch across every land. Every land. And those who see the truth will join willingly as we spread the truth of the curses that we all bear even still. And those who deny it, as he looks around, particularly at the leader of like house, the previous House Zaltis, those who deny it will be brought into the fold for their own salvation. And thus begins a new age. Under the nameless king. One world, one bloodline, one house. As he finishes, and he sort of scans the room to see the looks on their faces and awaits the words from their mouth.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Nat 20, 29.
Everybody in the room appears mesmerized by your words, drawn by the conviction of your emotion and your truth. Essentially, they are all almost in a trance-like state to what you are saying, just by their nature of just being tapped in with the emotions. And you can feel this through the soul ring itself. You can feel the warmth and the adoration that they have for you, and the belief as you appear to be a prophecy on its way to becoming true.
And that's his all. As he sort of looks at the previous house leaders, I need you all to understand that we must prepare our soldiers. We must prepare our people for an expedition across all of Tungra, as the Yuan-Ti and the Allura combine our might to spread the new gospel so that all may share in our salvation as we execute the gods one by one. I will have missions for each of you. You will remain in your positions, for you are trustworthy and you have leadership skills that will be necessary for our goal. We must go see Sehanine. Please show me to her. Show me to where she dwells. And then after, there are a few areas where I must go, where we must send scouts and soldiers to procure the remainder of the 10 power rings. Do you understand?
As the house members all nod their heads, and they begin to explain one by one. So essentially, the house Cathar member speaks up and he says, you seek the ancient temple. As he looks out, he says, it can be found in the Dedicatus on the shores on the southern side. It would take us a few hours to sail there, but I can prepare some ships.
Please do.
as he goes off to prepare the ships.
Aralo's hearing that his ears like kind of perk up a little bit as he looks at Lunarion a little bit.
Can't hear you. G, speak up a little.
My fault. Can you hear me better now?
Nope.
I'll
It's
get him
so
just
bad?
fine.
Okay, yeah, good then.
Okay. Aralos's ears like kind of perk up a little bit as he hears that statement. As he kind of like looks at Lunarion and looks back at the guy that is going to get ready the ships, and he from like his distance, he's at a distance, by the way, as he just takes note of everything.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know.
Sorry.
Suspicious.
I wanted to go with bro, but like I wanted to go with bro, but I think I also need to watch Lunarion because
Lunarion's just sitting here, bro, with his subjects.
yeah. With
You know what?
his,
Let me show you what type Tom we on right now. As he looks to the previous, as Lunarion looks to the previous leader of House Rassis. You there? What is my name?
You are the King Lunarion. The
But
Savior.
what is my official title that I just mentioned to you?
The Nameless King.
I am so very pleased that you understand. Thank you.
Brooks, we're gonna do this after the session, but just know that. As Aralos kind of like he kind of just like moves around keeping a low profile as he just watches Core and Lunaria.
All right.
Awaiting this
guys-
captain or like this naval
Anybody want to
admiral.
do anything
that's
at
supposed to come
dinner
back.
before we rest for the night, and then the ships will be prepared? You know, we could take a little quick short rest. Then the ships will take you all to the Dedicatus. You'll arrive there in the morning.
Sprague is going to get on top of the table, undo his he got the cloak on his head, so he's going to undo that and declare that I am Sprocket.
Sprocket.
As a couple of the Allurans begin to stand up and they like draw their weapons, like that, they see this goblin infiltrator. Assassin!
Oh no.
No. Yeah. He's a
Cora,
friend
please.
of ours.
Yeah, you handle
Don't
this,
you
Cora.
try it.
Yeah, he's a friend. He's a friend of ours. He's a party member of ours.
He's a friend! As they put their blades down and sit back down.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shocky, just don't be doing that, okay? Don't be so spontaneous like that sometimes. Please warn us first.
As
I had to
Aralos
let
is
them
like
know who I
making-
was.
Yes,
That's
we
around
know
for-
you are the tribal chief. We know.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to put your dick on the table.
Yo, what?
Nothing.
What? At the table, Sprocket? Really? That type of vulgar language?
No, it's not literal. Like I don't really just whip it out and put it on the table, but I
know the saying, Sprocket. I know the saying. Just could say something else.
oh, okay. So since he the name king, can I get to be? Wait, hold on. You supposed to be with Amnes. Y'all got a polygon relationship going on here.
I will tell Amnes the situation. Okay.
Damn shame.
I think he'll understand. Okay. It's for the better good, Sprocket. It's for the better good.
Nah. Lunarion is a home record. That's messed up. You know, Lunarion, I used to look up to you, man. But you took another man's woman. You took my bro's girl. I don't know how to feel about that. But it's food good though.
Would you like some more food, Sprocket?
Yeah, let me get some chicken.
Please. As he looks to the chefs, please, chefs, more chicken for Sprocket. Here's a dear friend of mine. More chicken for him, more favor for you.
While they're
Thank you.
while he's giving him
Nameless
more
King,
chicken,
we would be able to procure more various types of chicken if we had more lands. We only have this singular type of chicken.
More lands you shall have very soon. I thank you for your concern.
While they're giving him more chickens, can I pull Cora to the side, if possible?
She's sitting like right next to me. I don't think you're gonna be able to pull that out. I mean, you could try. Good luck.
Yeah, draw Dolphins over.
Yeah. Let's play it out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's play it out.
And the
I'm
more
so
you
excited
ask
for
G,
this.
I'm gonna start saying no. Start doing them. Rolling.
No,
for it.
okay, no. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. As like he walks up to Cora, says, "Cora, I need to speak to you."
Uh,
No, what you say to her, you could say to me. Cora, are you
uh,
fine with that? I'm sorry.
I,
I shouldn't have spoken on your behalf. Please.
it's fine. I'm fine talking to him by himself. I'll be right back. Okay.
Certainly. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yes.
She will be fine, Lunarion. She is not threatened when she is with me.
Oh, but
You
of
can
course.
be
Did you hear the
assured of
news?
this.
Did you hear the news? We're going to see your say Hanin here shortly. Should be tomorrow. Are you excited, Aralos?
Yes. As he's still like in like his other form, my king. As
What
he
do I
turns his
feel?
face.
What do I feel from my ring as like I'm sort of trying to sense his emotions?
Give me an insight check.
Can I tell you what I'm telling you? Can I tell you what I'm feeling in like DM drop to like make this more accurate?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to do it for sure.
Okay.
It's a 8.
I feel like I don't need to say anything now.
Yeah, you don't need to
yeah.
say
I don't need to say shit now.
It's tough
Okay,
to
fair
tell.
enough.
It's almost like because of his ring, you can't read him the same.
That's canon now, by the way. Uh, but yeah, no. So me and Curry walk off. Cora, are you sure about this, Cora?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty
As you
sure.
guys stand up, you guys watch as one of the large elf women, clad in armor, stands up as well, and she like follows behind Cora.
Oh.
This is not needed, miss. As he looks up and down. But I
The
will
queen
have
does
use for
not
you
travel without
later.
her queen's guard.
I will have use for
Guards
you
now?
later if you need. But you are not
Morales.
needed currently. Thank you, though.
Uh, it, it's fine. Can you just take at least 5 steps back? My guard.
Yes, my queen. As she steps back, posts herself on the wall.
I have a guard now. Okay, this is different. All right.
As using his history of like being stealthy, he tried to whisper to Cora. And he says, "Are you sure about this, Cora?"
Oh yeah, I'm 100% sure. This is exactly the move I need to achieve my goal. And seeing everything Lunarion has did these past few moments gave me even more hope that we can succeed in this goal. This is the first time in a while, like I'm really excited.
Cora, what if this is not the proper way? What if we are incorrect about this, Cora? Have you ever thought about this?
Yes, I have thought about this, but there's only one way to find out. We don't even know the other way we're going about things. That what the other group is doing is going to be the right way of doing things. But at least we're right here pushing things forward in our plan.
Cora, I cannot save you from most things. Neither can your God or your new husband. I just hope that you know what you are doing, Cora. I do not know how far I can follow you down this path that you have chosen.
It's okay. It's okay, Carlos. You don't need to follow me. Follow your own path. Follow your path you think is right. And if if our paths have to collide, then so be it. But Don't take it as personal though.
Coda, just know that whatever happens from here on out, I always wanted the best for you. As he taps her on her shoulder, and he kind of like disappears into the shadows.
Yeah, best for me. I think this is the best. Look, I should tell my dad about this. He might blow a gasket about all this. Oh man. Uh, uh, I, Miss Miss Guard,
Yes,
is
it
this
is Saketh.
Saketh? Okay, Miss Saketh. I wonder, is there a separate room I can go into? Like, I want to like have a moment to myself. But of course, I would tell Lunarion first. I just, and of course, you can, stay by the door and watch. Listen in.
Yes, you would retire to the consort ziggurat.
Counselor Ziggurat. Yes, please.
Yeah, they're like twin ziggurats. One's a little bit larger for the ruler than the consorts, but y'all have like, you know, your own whole houses basically.
Okay. Thank you. As I jog back to Lunarion. Uh, husband. Can I have one quick word with you? Oh, guess he's not here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Oh, husband, I was wondering, can I have I need to, a couple minutes myself. I want to talk to my father, if that's okay. I want to tell him and start making a bond with him, if that's possible.
Of course you can, Cora. You need not explain these things to me.
Okay. Uh, Sakareth told me where room is at, so I'm just gonna be over there and talk to my father. So I see you in a bit. As guess kind of go to Sakareth's side, and hopefully she can lead me. 'Cause I don't know the directions to this place.
All right, cheers. Everybody prepares to, like the feast begins to like die down. People begin to retire. Uh, Cora, you make your way to the consort ziggurat, and you find yourself within the bedchamber. Uh, Definitely needs some TLC. You know, it's a little yuan teed out. But with the new ownership, we could maybe do some renovations here. What would you like to do?
uh, I'll look around and says, "Wow, yeah, this definitely I need some redecoration. Just a little. Don't want to throw away their culture and everything since they put this stuff together. Um, okay." As she takes out her father's sword and hops onto the bed. Okay, how do I do this? She closes her eyes and take a deep breath and says, "Father, Father, are you there? Father."
Ah, there it is.
Huh?
I've been looking for that blade all day. I seem to have found my answer.
Yes, I have it, Father. Uh, sorry for having it on me. You probably needed it more than me.
No, if you have it, that means that I must have given it to you. And if I've given it to you, then you must already know the truth, daughter. So you must call out to fulfill your destiny.
My destiny. Yeah. Uh, wow. It's kind of great that I don't need to talk about the reset part with you then. Saves so much time. I want to tell you what happened in the current previous events that's transpired. I I am the I'm the new queen of Serpent's Embrace.
What?
Uh, I am the new queen of Serpent's Embrace.
What? No. No, 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 no,
Okay.
no. Have you completed the ritual?
I ritual. Yeah, I think so, Father. I believe so.
Then you have
There's a
defiled
bad.
yourself.
What? What do you mean? I nothing happened. I swear nothing happened. Me and Lunarion just got married and nothing happened. I swear, nothing physical or anything. I might have this mark on me now,
The
but
soul bond of the Yuan Ti.
uh, so
Your
bummed.
pure Trinity blood has now been tainted with that
What?
cursed Zahirian filth.
He's not cursing Zahirian filth, Father. He's trying to lead a new day of age in this world. One without divinity, one without
No!
gods.
You know of our age!
Uh,
Of our father's age!
yes,
All the
Father. I thought you'll be okay with this. I thought you'll be fine. Look, it's not like I still have Amnes. I still have, and Lenorian understood that I still have Amnes. I can still make a union with him and have a kid. The child you kept bringing up before you died in the previous loop.
Both of my children have brought shame to me.
What?
I relinquish my faith in both of you, and my duty
What?
in both of you. From henceforth,
No.
you are alone. Do
What?
not seek me,
Father,
and do not seek. Go.
no. Father, no. I wouldn't expect. I want to help Grandpa find a cure for our people. Please, don't do this. Please, please. I want the best for our people. Lenora was able to cure his people. They transformed back to their original forms. Alorians, they're not cursed anymore. And I want to do the same for our people. I want them to be able to walk in the sun and don't have to feast on blood. Please, Father, don't throw me away. You're the only family I have left. Please. I don't know, Father. Please.
He goes quiet as he appears to be very upset with you for tainting your blood.
No. Can you at least tell me how I can talk to Grandfather? I want to help him find a cure. At least I could at least do that for our people. I don't have to talk to you or anything.
You are left with silence.
Fuck you! As he throws her sword at the wall. I thought he understand. He accepted everything I did and do it for him. And he just told me away because I did one thing. That wasn't his design. Cause she well, I guess she doesn't want to go outside the door because that will just transpire. Don't want to see her like that. So she just kind of jumps into the bed and just, covers her face, and that's pretty much it for right now.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything before we rest?
Lunarion,
Yes, Sprocket.
I want to be a knight.
You like to be a knight. I thought you fought with your
Yeah.
hands and your feet. Monk style.
I'm gonna be a knight that fights with my hands and my feet.
Do you wish to bear a sword?
Nah, I just want the buddy that come with it.
Would you like gold, Sprocket? Is that your thing now, of all times?
Well, I'm asking for a job. Aren't you? You're the king. You can't give me a job.
Absolutely. But I have something more fun in mind. Here,
It's more fun to gold.
how do you feel? Do you stretch before battle?
Nah, I'm usually limbered. I'm usually all loosed up.
Fine. As he looks around and he says, I wish for some entertainment, my friends, my family. Please, could someone fetch a knight to fight my friend here? Right here. Move the tables. Move everything. I would like to see a duel between a knight that steps forward and Sprocket here. And the winner will receive 30 pieces of gold.
That's kind of cheap.
That's 215 golds.
That's kind of cheap. You're a king.
Mm.
Look, man, I was just asking for a job.
Would you like 315 golds? I'm asking for entertainment. The job can come second. You're right, I'm king. The job is nothing.
You got a whole
Entertainment
wife
is
for
everything.
entertainment, man.
That's fair. But you spoke up. You wish to not fight? I never thought you to be a scared one, Sprocket.
Aaron, man, hey, bring two of them up. I'm gonna beat the both up. Talking about
All
scared.
right.
Who
2
the hell
knights
do
it
you
is.
think I am?
Please, fetch 2 knights. You know what? Fetch 3 knights, please.
Might as well make it 15.
We'll make it 3. Fetch 3 knights, please. The winner will receive 45 pieces of gold. That's 315 golds.
And be a knight of the highest honor. I want to be, I want to be a knight so I can get paid on a regular basis.
Oh, trust me, Sprockets, if you defeat these 3 knights in succession, one after the other, doesn't have to all be at once unless you want it to be all at once.
It don't matter because they don't know how to use their bodies.
Then all at once it is. Please, send the knights in. Clear the room.
As they bring in 3 still changed Yuan-Ti Masillion, part of the 14% that decided not to become changed.
You a punk. You a punk.
And they approach, as they say, what will they be, Coil King?
Oh, yeah, they were scared. They brought in the ones that didn't change. That's some pussy stuff right there. Hey, Lunarion, I didn't know you raised. I thought you brought back the true elves, not no pussies.
You anger me, Sprocket. But in a fun kind of way. Fine. You 3. You will fight him. And when you're done, if you all lose, then Sprocket, I will have you to fight a leader. A stronger knight. One that leads the charge. How would you like that?
Do I get his job?
Yes.
Deal.
You can fight for his job. You know
Then I don't
what?
want to fight these little scrubs. I want to fight him then. Let me fight him right
Fine.
now.
Then bring him in as he sort of surveys around the area. He doesn't want to bring like the actual head leader of the military, but he wants to bring somebody like that's one step underneath him.
Oh my God, punks.
Okay. As your Kingsguard approaches,
You of the King's God. You take one of these three and you fight Sprocket. Treat it like a regular battlefield. This is not to dishonor you in any capacity. I know you are strong. But when Sprocket wishes for a challenge, I do mean to see the entertainment that I'm so excited to see. It's like he wishes for like one of the Supreme Knights to sort of stand next to one of the other guys that you just took away so that they can fight together 2v1 against Sprocket.
all right, as the knight approaches, your Kingsguard, who is clad in armor, a full face mask, very slender body, approaches him, bows towards Sprocket.
Hey, don't be doing all that. Come on, let's get to it. Hey, man. You ready?
All right, Sprocket, how do you want to do this?
Two unarmed first. We're going to throw them out. Boom. First one, 28.
All right, 28 hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
That's 6 damage for that one. Second one, 17.
Hits.
That's 11 damage, but I'm going to use my Fury Small to add to add 4 more damage to that. I don't even remember what that number was.
All right.
Hold on, I still got more to tank. Hold on. Rocky gonna. All right, now it's time to use bonus attack. You know what that is? Flurry of blows. 22.
Hits.
12 damage plus 4, 16. Because I'm gonna use a flurry of. I'm gonna use my Fury Small again. All right, since I use that, I get what is it? I get 3 unarmed attacks now. It's 3,
Yes.
right? Let's get it rolling. 22 again.
Hits.
That's 7. I'm gonna use another one. That's 15. Does that hit?
Does not hit.
First miss. 24. I'm gonna roll
Hits.
damage. That's 7 damage again. We're gonna have plus 4 for 14 damage. For 12 damage. 11. My fault. Boom. All right. Rocket want to look at him. How you looking?
Looking like pretty beat up. Like you did a pretty good number, but as he flips the helmet off, you see that it is actually a female.
Yeah, how they looking then? I don't give a Rocket don't give a damn.
You see she
Yeah,
like wipes a little bit of blood from her mouth before she says, "Okay." And then
you like that?
she without speaking, she jumps at you and she is going to hits you with 2 strikes of her moonsickle comma. That is a 14
That does not hit.
and a 11.
That does not hit. Look,
She's
look,
going to
Lunarion,
use
bro.
a
What
legendary action to.
legendary action?
She's going to use a legendary action to. Do another attack with the comma. It's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, that is her turn.
God damn. You didn't hit a damn thing. I'm up here dancing and bobbing and weave to it. Come on now. Lunarion, what? Hey, man. You know who I am, Lunarion?
Yeah, Sprocket. As Lunarion sort of cracks a smile while clenching his cup super, super hard.
I'm making your people look bad. We need to go to Miss Mistress and get the real hitters.
No, Sprocket. You're doing quite the opposite. You're making me proud. Continue.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot where I was at. Let me get the wailing on her again. $27 to hit.
Hits.
$10 damage. I'm gonna use my last charge. That's gonna be 14 damage for that. Oh. Okay, that is a miss. That's 11.
That's missed.
We got bonuses. Flurry of blows. That's a 25 to hit.
Hits.
That's 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hey, Lunarion. Should I kill her? Should I do it?
As he looks at her, and he looks solely in her eyes, awaiting a response to Sprocket's question.
Hey.
He's just sort of looking at her eyes, like he's looking to see if there's kindness in her eyes, if there's softness, if there's a warrior spirit in her eyes. What does he see?
Roll me a Arcana check.
Gotcha. I'm going to do just that. He rolls a 5 Arcana.
You see a resolve.
He sees a resolve. Then he looks at her and he closes his eyes and he says, "Do what you must, Sprocket. Win however you see fit. Whatever victory looks like."
Is she a Wantee, or did she take the deal?
She took the deal.
He ain't gonna kill her.
Okay.
Hey, you concede? Hey, you give up?
No, Sprocket.
What?
Take her life.
Oh, okay. As he stomps her out multiple times, kind of like how a kid stomps in a mud puddle.
All right, and she has her brain sort of splattered across the floor as individuals begin to scurry about to clean it up quickly, sort of sweeping it up into her.
As they do that, this was the leader, like this is one of the strongest knights?
Yeah, this was her Kingsguard.
Cool. So he wants to stand up, and the Lunarion wants to use that ability from his ring to put her soul in his ring, as he says, "Please, we will take her to our strongest healers and repair her body. To which I will return her soul and use our strongest healers to revive her with their magics or with their potions. Sprocket, her position is yours."
Yeah, and her gold. Fine.
Gotcha. Do the people react as they watch as her soul sort of lifts from her body and goes into my ring?
Yeah, they can see as essentially like they can see as her weave essence gets absorbed into the ring, and as it like flows out, it almost mimics her appearance.
Got you. As he after all that, he looks at his ring as he sort of envisions the soul that just went inside of it, and he says, "So beautiful, Sprocket. I'm glad to have you on board. I wouldn't have it any other way, and you earned it. I know you wouldn't have had it any other way yourself. Oh, your gold." As he looks over to the leader of House Rassis, and he mentions her name, and he says, "Please present Sprocket with his earnings and double it for listening to the king. That'll be 90 pieces of gold. Thank you so much."
She has some of her servants procure you 90 pieces of gold. As you guys complete this, I would say, sparring match of sorts, do you choose to retire, or is there anything else you would like to do?
Now there's nothing else he wants to do.
All right. And I do have to end it there. I'm about to pass out, fellas. I'm sorry.